So I want you to imagine something for a second. A state government that's so, forward thinking that it's already passing laws to protect you from rogue AI therapists.
Right, for the year 2027.
Exactly. But now imagine that same government.
Hmm.
Well, it can't seem to find basic paper documents about missing foster kids who are missing right now, today.
It's a tale of two realities in Illinois. On the one hand, you have this legislative push for these futuristic mental health safeguards. But on the other, you have the Department of Children and Family Services, or DCFS, facing just catastrophic failures.
So what's the mission here? Are we looking at a state that's trying to run before it can even walk?
That's essentially it. We have to dig into this contradiction. How can the state be modernizing mental health for everyone while it's failing to keep the kids in its own custody safe? And to get the gravity of this, you have to start with the reality on the ground,
The human cost.
the human cost.
I have to be honest, reading the details about the Mackenzie Filmley case, it's just sickening. She was only 18.
And the reports say she died after being beaten and tortured. But the part that's so hard to grasp is the caseworker.
Crotavia White.
Yeah.
The person who was supposed to be protecting her. Her background should have been a giant red flag.
It absolutely raises questions about the vetting process. Reports show she had a history of arrests, including a strip club brawl and multiple orders of protection filed against her.
And she was still hired by DCFS.
Still hired. And investigators found she was falsifying records, just copying and pasting notes about home visits that probably never even happened.
So she missed every single sign of the abuse.
Everyone.
And this isn't an isolated case, is it? Mackenzie's story is horrifying, but it's not the only one.
Sadly, no. Since 2018, over 1,200 children have died while in the care of DCFS.
1,200. That number is just staggering. You'd think with a number like that, they'd be desperate to track every single kid. So when the Center Square filed a public records request just to find out how many youth were missing, what happened?
They hit a brick wall. DCFS just responded that documents have not been located.
They can't find them.
They can't find them. And there's this huge fight over the data. An earlier release showed a 1,000% increase in missing kids.
1,000%.
Yes, up to 166 kids. DCFS later said those numbers were not completely accurate, but, and here's the kicker, they never provided the correct numbers.
So this feels like it's moved beyond just incompetence. It's a political standoff now.
It's a total deadlock. You have Governor Pritzker saying change takes time, and he blames previous administrations. He's even calls questions about the data right-wing talking points.
And on the other side,
You have critics like Senator Chapin Rose calling it the worst-run agency in the state, saying that after 6 years, it's just willful indifference.
it's hard to even switch gears after that, but we have to. While DCFS is a mess, the legislature is busy rolling out these incredibly high-tech, futuristic laws.
This is where the priorities just get, well, interesting. Take the Wellness and Oversight for Psychological Resources Act. Starting in August 2025, Illinois has explicitly banned autonomous AI from providing therapy.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a second. Isn't that a good thing? We don't want a chatbot giving vulnerable people bad advice.
Oh, the intent is sound. Absolutely. The law makes sure only licensed humans can treat patients.
Yeah.
But think about the optics.
Right. They're legislating against a sci-fi problem.
Exactly. While they're struggling to vet the actual humans they're hiring right now.
It's a complete paradox. And they're not stopping there, right? What's this about mandatory student screenings?
Right. Senate Bill 1560. Starting in the 2027 school year, they're mandating annual mental health screenings for all students,
All of them.
grades 3 through 12. Unless a parent specifically opts out, every child gets checked.
That sounds like an enormous amount of sensitive data to collect.
It's a massive data operation. And on top of that, they're pushing for insurance parity.
Break that down. What does parity actually mean here?
It means that by 2027, insurance companies have to cover mental health services with the same urgency as physical health. They're calling for same-day coverage.
So if we pull back and look at the big picture, you see Illinois being really aggressive on future policy. They're setting up all these guardrails for AI, for insurance, for students. Why is the disconnect so huge? Why can't they fix the agency that's already broken?
Well, it really comes down to political capital, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Passing a new law, like an AI ban, is shiny. It looks innovative.
And it doesn't cost much up front.
Exactly. But fixing a huge bureaucracy like DCFS, that's messy, it's expensive, and it's unglamorous work. It's much easier to write a bill for 2027 than to fix a broken department today.
So we're building a penthouse on a foundation that's just cracking.
It's a harsh way to put it, but yeah, aggressive on policy, but really stumbling on the execution.
It leaves you with this one last big question, I guess, about capacity.
And
And
trust.
trust, yeah. If the state is struggling this badly to track missing kids on paper, or even vet a few thousand caseworkers, are they actually prepared to handle the huge, sensitive flood of data that's going to come from screening every single student in the state?
That is the question every taxpayer should be asking.
Something to mull over. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.